Hey guys, this is Lil with another raid video. Today I wanted to showcase my Spider 10 hard team. Obviously we've got the turn-based Spider tournament going on right now. I actually recorded a video about my Spider hard 10 team on Thursday, so not even a week ago yet. But actually, which I rebuilt from a couple of weeks ago, and actually I've rebuilt that again today because, well, Gnut's just been available to summon if you held out for CVC, like you should have if your clan cares about that. But also, I wanted to rebuild some of my arena damage dealers, my Rotus and my Leo, and the team that I'm going to show you, my first team, the team that I was running, which was my fastest team, and now the team with Gnut in, or Gnut, however we're pronouncing it. The reason I switched it is because the Royal Guard team worked really well and it goes really quickly, but it was not. It was using a lot of my Savage and Lethal gear, so I wanted to free some of that up to give to my Rotus and Leo. So I'm going to walk you through those teams now, and let's cut over to my old team, the first team I built. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. So this is the first Spider Hard 10 team that I built, and the idea here is Royal Guard and Husk kill the wave, and then the Spider takes turn, and then the Seer strips off all the buffs and kills everyone. I can't run this team anymore because I actually stripped this Seer of the gear, so this is a second Seer that I had on my account. She doesn't need any bucks. Doesn't need anything, just give her some Savage gear and some high crit damage and she will do the job. What she needs to be is super slow if you're going to run this team. The reason that I didn't like this team, it's still my fastest team, it wasn't quite consistent enough because sometimes the decreased turn meter would hit some champs and not hit other champs, so occasionally Seer would go before Mithrala and Lydia had their second turns, which meant there weren't enough spiderlings for her to kill the spider. So I'll show you this run because this is one that I had recorded from when I first built the team. But you're bringing in Lydia with the decreased defense and weaken, Mithrala with the hex, and then it's the hex that passes a load of that damage back through to the spider from the Royal Guard and Husk hits. Then the spider takes its turn, and then our Mithrala and Lydia take another turn, which just gets more spiderlings out for Seer. And then Seer nukes it. So, I like that team. Just flip back here because that screen was blank. I like that team. It was good. I liked it mainly because I made it, and it sort of made use of a second Seer, which was a lot of fun. Obviously, it's not the fastest because you're waiting for the spider to take a turn, but it's less gear intensive because you can just run a super slow Seer. I would say it was sort of high 80s%, low 90% win rate. So I wasn't really happy with how often I was getting those sort of weird, the decreased turn meter hits one champ but not another champ, and then it sort of got the turns out of order and there weren't enough spiderlings. So what I then did was built, and I can flip over and show you the team. Apologies guys, I got new lights here, so I'm hoping that I'm coming across better. I've got new camera software, so I'm hoping you don't see any background behind me now. And I have got a spare gamepad that I have here, which you guys can't see, which I'm using to control the scenes on the recording. So I hope the clicking isn't too obvious though. It's one of the old Razer things, and it's running Cherry MXs. So I don't know if you guys can hear when I press it. I just figured it was a good way for me to switch the camera, where I could just have it mapped to the buttons. I do have another light coming later, which I'm hoping is going to be better because I'm like using my angle poise right now, just with a cool light bulb in it. So you guys can let me know in the next video if the quality is any better or not. So go to Spider, and I will run. So this is my old team. I'll just put Royal Guard back in here. Now, I built a third Royal Guard just for this team. I just, you know, I've pulled plenty of shards. I've got plenty of Royal Guards knocking around. Everyone else is just in the builds that they were in. So this is a very fast Royal Guard with good damage. He's specifically built for this because he's got no accuracy. My other Royal Guards are this kind of speed. One of them is for Hydra with slightly less crit damage, but I run them with accuracy, which means I can't get the damage quite up high enough. The husks are just my normal Hydra husks, so again fast but lower crit dam with some accuracy. Same with the other one, he's just a little bit slower, a little less accuracy. The Lydia is just fast, go fast, and the Seer is just my normal Seer. I sped her up for this, but honestly I like her sped up because then it gets through my Doom Tower quicker. So yeah, that's my normal Seer. I just picked up the 5-star on her a few days ago. And that's it, nothing particularly special about the setup, forcing people to use the abilities they would use anyway. And then if we run this, the problem is that the Royal Guard is in lethal and cruel to make sure that he one-shots the wave. This is based on one-shotting the first Spiderling wave. What you really want is a few of them left over. What I didn't really want was quite that. That's interesting. I don't think I stole any of his gear. Usually the A1s will get this done, but not always. Why did that? Did I steal some of that Royal Guard's gear? I don't think I... Sorry, I just re-geared a few champs, so I'll just check. I don't think I stole any, but let's go and have a look. That's a fail. Normally the only time it fails, he hasn't got a weaken there. I mean, it could have fallen off, but let's have a check. So the only time this normally fails is if you get a resist on the decreased defense. Let's just go and check that third Royal Guard. I haven't stolen any of his gear yet. I do want to. I am about to, because he's using a lot of my fast lethal gear. I gave him Crushing Rend again, just to help him kill as many Spiderlings as possible in that first wave, and he's running War Master. You don't really want... you want him to kill most but not all of the Spiderlings, basically. Because what you really want is, you know, sort of a cycle of Spiderlings that you can kill. Let's just run that again. I didn't see if there was a resist on the weaken, but it's possible. Ah, we got a resist on the weaken there. So this might be, yeah, you see. It's funny because I was running this like yesterday. Anyway, let's cancel that one again. There's no point in watching that fail. This is the team I was running, and it was getting, you know, high 90s, like, I don't know, maybe 96% success rate. And of course now I've done 2 runs live and it's failed twice, which is just great. The fun of recording. I could edit it out. I'm not going to. I'll just leave it in. There we go. We got the decreased defense, and we can... Royal Guard kills most of them. Husk can clear up some. We get some more spawning. That Husk gets an extra turn. That's fine for us. It'll slow us down by a few seconds, but it actually just spawns more Spiderlings, so it just makes it more consistent. There we go. That's how it normally goes. It normally goes like that. 5 turns, and yeah, 15 to 18 seconds, something like that. So yesterday I was looking at, okay, I want some of that gear back off Royal Guard. Who can I replace him with? And so I tested it out running like a Cold Heart in that spot. My Cold Heart wasn't quite fast enough. It did work, but it wasn't quite fast enough or that consistent. So of course, today is Nut Day. Everybody gets a nut if you did the fusion. So I went, okay, I'm just going to wait until today. I'll be building Nut anyway, and I will show you my Nut build first. I just threw some gear on him, spent way too long picking the gear. Otherwise this video would have been out a couple of hours ago, so apologies. I do also have to work, so here's my Nut. This isn't maxed up yet, and I think I'm almost out of silver. There we go. So he is 230, which is fine. 100%, 195. I'd rather that was a bit higher. I'd rather all these numbers were a bit higher, if I'm honest. I really wanted sort of 330 plus accuracy, 220 plus crit damage, and about 240 speed, but I just couldn't hit it. I should point out I do have a few area bonuses in Spider. Mainly the ignore defense is helpful here. Yeah, I was surprised because I just took Ninja out of some of my better relentless gear, but it mustn't have been defensive based. So I did want Gnut to be in a defense chest, so that might be where I struggled to hit the numbers that I wanted, and I didn't want to strip, you know, some of my sort of husks that I'm using for Hydra out of all of their relentless as well. So. But yeah, anyway, it's a decent build. He's definitely going to hit the enemy max HP. So I should set his AI, because he does seem to want to use his A2 first. So we'll just force him to use his A3, and then he gets that triple hit enemy max HP on the boss. And then this will all be over relatively quick. So now we get Lydia, Husk, Husk, Gnut, or it might be Lydia, Husk, Gnut, Husk. It doesn't matter either way. Again, just those massive hits coming in, and then Sia with the strip. There we go, 18 seconds, 5 turns. I can now strip that third Royal Guard of all of his lethal gear and use it on my nukers, so I can get my rotas fast. I was watching Nubraids and Shinny actually both did videos on their rotuses recently, and just the speeds that they've got them at for live arena just really put mine to shame. So I feel like I need to re-gear mine to get him a bit faster, because I'm just taking live arena a little bit more seriously. I did record a video just showcasing some of my live arena champs that I've rebuilt recently, just haven't got around to releasing it yet, so I'll probably try and get that out later this week. Anyway guys, there you go, it's 5 turns. Oh look, he got a relentless proc and a refresh on the A3, which is always good to see. 18 seconds, 5 turns, should get you 82 points, and that's it. Anyway guys, that's my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You've still got time to get your Spider tournament in on the turn-based tournament, and that's how I've got my Gnut built. I haven't done his masteries at all yet. He's got you know, the crit rate one and the crit damage one, and that's it. So you know, there's a little bit more sort of stats to get out of him. Anyway guys, if you like the video, hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.